All right. So this week we're going to switch from single dimensional arrays to multi-dimensional arrays. So the first thing I'm going to do is explain that. And then we're going to do a program where the user or the computer, it'll have a choice, um, will enter three rows of numbers each, and it'll sort the individual rows. Okay, so to do that, it would require at least a two-dimensional array, um, matrix type thing to do that. Okay, but before we go there, I want to take some time to show basically what happens here. So I'm going to share my screen. That's my dog drinking, by the way, if you can hear that. One is snoring and one is drinking. Okay, so let's just say that I'm going to create an array that looks like this. So it'll be a string, and then it'll have two sets of brackets, and I'll just call it students. Will be assigned a new string array of, oh, let's just make it 4 and 3. So if I do that, what I get is, let me do it this way, 0, and then 1 here. And then let's see, that goes there, that goes there. So this will be 0 here, and this will be 1 here. And this is a 4, so it'll go to 3. And this is a, yeah, that'll be all right. All right. And then we'll just do this. Okay. So in this first column, since these are strings, I can put anything I want in, but I'll just make it Mo, Curly, Larry, and Shemp. If you don't know, those are the first three out of the original Three Stooges, and then there's Shemp and Curly Joe and some other ones. But okay. So you can see here that I have, it's 4 by 3. So I have, this creates 12 elements for me to store things in. And if I wanted to put something in them, like Curly's name, it would be like this. I'd say students, and Curly's name is in row 1, column 0. And of course, it would say Curly. So I can put them in like that. Okay. Or we could take and do a loop and say for int row is assigned 0. Row is less than students dot length row plus plus. then I would say here, I would say 4 int column is equal to 0. Column is less than students row dot length column plus plus, because I have to differentiate between the row length and the column length, because they could be vastly different, right? So then here we put this in. I'm not going to put a lot in here, but so you could do something like system dot out print line or print enter data here. I'm not going to take the time to differentiate between, and then it would be nothing more than students row column. Oops, geez. Column is assigned. We'll just put user con next. Okay. And then something like that. So what happens here is we come in, okay, and the outer one is at 0, right? The outer, okay, so this is our row. This is our column. And then it comes down here and our column is 0. So we come down here, enter mo, and it goes into 0, 0 because that's where we're at. Then it comes out of the inner loop, and wait a minute, I haven't gotten up to less than 3 yet, so it still keeps going. So this is still remains 0, and this goes to 1. So this was Curly here. I'm sorry, Mo. And his first grade was what? Would be 100. So we type in 100. It comes out again, comes around. We're still not done. Row stays at 0. Column goes to 2. And then we enter 98. And then it comes out here and it says, uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm at below 3, but I can't be 3. So I have to go back out to the outer loop, and the outer loop becomes 1. And the inner loop is reset to 0. And so this becomes curly. And then this stays at 1. This goes to 1. And in 1, 1 is 90. This stays at 1. This one goes to 2. This goes to 79. And then this goes to 2. This is 2, 0, which will become Larry. And then 2, 1 is 99. And then 2, 2 is 88. Then once again, it goes outside. This becomes 3, 0. And Shemp, 3, 1, 3, 1 is 77. And then 3, 2 is 54. And that's it. So you can see here it runs 12 times before it's done. Okay. And then to print this out, it's nothing too much different. Okay. So I would come down here and it would be system.out.print line or print. Don't want to print the line because we want to print them across like it shows up there. So it's going to be print student row column. And it does it just like it does the input. And then, but it would print them across. And then after it finishes printing 3 times, 3 things, oops, I need a space in here. There has to be a space after this. So it would be plus like that. Because we'd want a space in between, like Mo 198. Then once it finishes that, we want to add a line. So this would just be system dot print line here. And that would move us down to the next line. And again, this would print that nicely, just like that. And that would print out everything you see up at the top there. Multi-dimensional array. This is a 2. How about this one? Come on. How many elements will that hold? How many can I store with that?
9,000?
That's right. 9,000 elements. 9,000 pieces of data I can store in this one. What's MLB stand for?
Major League Baseball.
There you go. So to put something in this one, let's say that I have Yadier Molina and I want to save his name, his last name, first name, and that he's a catcher. Okay. So I could do it like this. Let's just say that he is in MLB and he'll be in 1 and then 0, 0 will equal to, and I'm not good at spelling his name. Is it Molina? Like that. Good enough, right? And then I'd have MLB 1 here. And this would be Yadier. And once again, I'm not good at Yadier. I think that's spelled wrong. I probably should have looked it up, but I won't. And then once again, be 1, 0. This will be a 2. And let's just put in here that he's a catcher. Okay. So think of a big file cabinet, and it has 30 rows of drawers going across. Okay. Each one of those rows represents a team. Okay. Then going down in the columns would be 30 more drawers. So it's 30 wide, 30 tall. Okay. And the tall ones, the columns, represent the player. Then if you open up the drawer, you can have 10 pieces of information about every player. So you got 30 teams of 30 players with 10 pieces of information. Okay. If any of you remember the old card catalogs that libraries used to have, this, if you wanted to visualize this, that would be kind of what it is. They had rows, they had columns of drawers, and inside those drawers there was a number of cards. In our drawers, there's 10 cards for each player. Okay. So that's how you would do more than a two-dimensional array. Now you ask me, well, Doug, how many can I? Well, it depends if you're Stephen Hawking or me. I would never go. I can handle length, width, height, and time. Maybe 4 dimensions. Even that kind of gets a little bit sketchy, right? Anything more than that, I wouldn't attempt. I'd break it down into smaller multi-dimensional arrays and then link them up somehow like a parallel. Okay. Are you scratching your heads yet?
I think I got it.
All right.
Yeah, I think the library thing made sense.
Okay. So I don't use the, I mean, you're more than likely going to use these more two-dimensional than you will 3 or 4-dimensional arrays. All right. So now that we got that, let me close that. Everybody happy with this? Again, it'll be in the video anyway, so you'll be able to see it over if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And then I'm going to get out of there. Hang on. And then I'm going to go back in and let's see if I can find my buddy NetBeans. There it is. Uh-oh, there's somebody. Credit card program. And then let's see what else I got. All right. So let's create a new program. And oh, it's that. And then we'll call it, let's call it 3-row sort. Okay. And so we're going to have a project here. At me 3-row sort. This will be 3-row sort.java. Date today is already the 13th of April. The author will be you. And the purpose. Something to that effect, okay? So I know I'm going to need two inputs or two imports. I need one that's going to handle my scanner. And today I have not been lucky. Every time I've done this, I've locked it up. Yep. I made the trifecta. Someday I'm going to either reinstall or do something so I can, that doesn't happen. This doesn't happen to you guys, does it?
No.
Does not.
No, I don't get it.
Right, I don't get it either. I don't know why it's not like I have a slow computer either. Okay, so we're going to put the random in for the testing where it generates numbers itself. All right. Okay. I also know that my scanner, I'm going to need a scope that's going to allow me to work with the menu and also to enter the digits. So I'm going to put the scope of my scanner out here. So it'll be private, static, final, scanner, user con, is equal to a new scanner of system min. We can do this. All right. It's the same old dance as far as the main goes. First I'll declare my two-dimensional array. So it's an integer array, and I'm just going to call it user matrix. Okay, I'm not going to size it yet. Okay, I'm going to let it size itself later on. So you'll see what I mean later. Because I'm going to send an array back to fill it. And this is our do loop. Like I said, you guys should be getting, if nothing else, sick of typing this in. Had a bigger screen. While 20, oops, place is not equal to Q. And we put the old switcheroo in here. Switch on choice. And the first one is going to be case E. Test. slash n in there. Maybe one at the beginning too. That just kind of moves it, sets it out by itself instead of up on in the program. Always looking for user friendliness, little things that I can pop in to make my program look better to a user. You have to remember in our case that, we know what's going on, but somebody that just would walk up to your computer and it was on and the programmer's running, they don't know what to do unless you tell them to, right? Like that. All right. And if I have it correct, it should now, let's get rid of some of this air here. It should run and put that, thank you for, there you go. Thank you for using Acme. Pop back in here, run up to the top. And right in here will be where I call the menu. So this will be a choice, be assigned set menu. And then I have to run outside of the main. So I see my main is right there. So I can hit enter. And this will be a char set menu. And private static char set menu. Okay. I think I'll do it easy today. Let's see. Slash n. And we'll just go like that. Slash T. And E. So if that is right, now our program we should be able to pick and should print our stubbed in portion. So if I type an E, it says enter is here. If I type a T, it says test is here. If I type a J, it says only E, T, and Q are available. And if I type a Q, the program quits. So we're good up to this point. Run up here, we'll get rid of our stub in here. And we're going to go get the user matrix. So the user matrix will be set user matrix. Like that. And once again, we make sure we're outside of another method. So this one will be equal to, it'll be, let's do it this way, int 1, 2, 3, 4. Set user matrix. So this will be private static int. All right. So now we got to go get 9 numbers. So system.out.print, enter 3 rows of numbers. You know what? Let's do this first. Under this, let's create another matrix. So we're going to call it int. And we'll call this one just matrix. Is a new int of 3 and 3. Now we can say, make this a print F and say enter blank D digits in blank. It'll be 3. That'll be rows. I guess it'll be good like that. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta put in my. It'll be matrix. Length and matrix length. Oh, okay. Let's put a 0 there. Be all right. Okay. And now we need nested for statements. So we'll have for int row is assigned 0. Row is less than matrix dot length. And row plus plus. For int column is equal to 0. Column is less than matrix 0. Or, oh, now we can have a, let's see, yeah, we'll leave it 0. Length. And then column plus plus. All right. And here we can do, oh, all right, tab, while not user con dot as next int. And then outside of the loop will be our matrix row, column is assigned. User com. Next int. Like that, I believe. Just for giggles here, let's make sure our row goes back to 0. Doesn't like that. We'd have to declare them. Why would that? Oh, no. It's okay. And we'll set our column back to 0 also. Only problem with that is it is going to, well, we'll take a look at it. If I put in more than one error, I think it's going to print out however many errors I have, it'll print out that many. There, that one goes there. Okay. I don't probably need this one. It's a print. So that'll work. Then we're going to go up here and copy this. Control C it. Down here, Control V it. Then we'll just come here. Just like we had in the example in Excel. Print. This will be matrix row column plus a space. And then outside of that loop, in the outer loop, we'll just put a line feed. That. And then this one goes, hopefully. Where's that at? Okay. I'm missing a. Let's see, I got this one here, goes down to there. So this one, I need an extra one here. This will be that one. And then we'll return our matrix up to the top for sorting. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to run this, get 9 numbers. It's going to show them to us and then send them all up to the top, hopefully. So let's see if it works. I've had some typos the last couple days. Like this one, there needs to be a /n at the end of that. But let's see what else we get. Oh, same there. See that? I'm missing a. So enter your matrix, and I put in 3, 2, 1. 7 or 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. And it does do that right here. But I got a couple small things I don't. So the first one is I need to fix this with the space between each. With the space between each. This needs a slash n, right? So example goes down. And then this comes across. And for a change, I'm going to enter my array down below. So they all line up. So if I run it again, and I do test, I'm going to quit and go back up and fix that. Where is that at? How come it? Let me run it again. Why is it? Test uses. Okay. Oh, right there. Okay. So those should all be fixed now. There we go. And if I enter E, that looks good. And then I can put in 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. That works good. Now here's where it gets a little sketchy. If I put in E again, and then I put in A, 1, 2, so that is not a valid 3 by 3, 3 digits, and 3. Oh, forgot the word rows. Okay, so if I put in a 1, 3 now, 1, 2, 3 now, 2, 3 now. Okay, that, so why did it print that 3 times? Here's the matrix that you put. But then it goes back and does that 3 times. All right, so let's look at that. I think what I need here is in here. I think this needs to be next line. Let's try that. Got all kinds of things going on. Where's that error at? I don't see one. Oh, there, it went off. Okay, so now let's quit that one and run it again, switching that to next line. And let's see if it works. So if I put in A, 1, 2. Okay, so now if I put in it comes up with 2 error messages. All right. So there's a little glitch in there, I think. Somewhere right in where we do the while here. I'm not going to worry about it a lot.
What did you do to make it print out as a matrix?
This down here, you mean?
Well, mine just prints out like 3 lines, like just one line of numbers. It doesn't print out the matrix like yours does.
Well, here it is right here. This part right here.
I didn't have that problem when we ran the program without the next line. It worked fine for me.
It did. How about anybody else?
Yeah, mine was fine as well.
Yours was fine?
Yep.
Okay, so what do I have different than yours? Would be the question. Unless mine's just crazy. I tell you, I ran one earlier today and it was nuts. I kept putting in semicolons after my things here, which caused it to go nuts. Let me run mine one more.
Mine does the same thing as yours, Doug.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just got an instance where it happened myself.
Okay. So here's what I did earlier. I went A, B, C. And see, then it prints that 3 times. So I thought that was fine. And then if I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it goes on and works fine. But I get 3 error messages there. Okay, so now let me see if I can get a two error message one. So if I do an E here and I do A, B, 1. Okay, so I get 2 error messages again. I do 1, 2, 3, 1. But that's the same amount I got when I did it the first time. Oh, but then see, it keeps running on here. I don't like that. We need something, and I don't have it set up. Well, maybe that'll be some extra homework for you guys, is figure out here what happens. So do we need, if this happens here, okay, should we just I wonder what would happen if I just did this. Let's see if that'll mess it up any. And then I get this 3 times, which isn't good. Okay, let's try this. Let's take these out. Is somebody trying to get in now? Okay, let's try it again. I'm just looking for a quick fix now. I may have to leave it to you guys to. So if I do A, 1, 2. Okay.
Hey, try yours with ABC, because mine just completely crashed the program.
Okay, just hang on a minute. See, now I'm getting those 3. That's crazy. This hasn't happened before.
Hey Doug, my internet keeps cutting out. My internet keeps cutting out. I just want to let you know. So sorry if I
Okay,
get kicked
just-
out again.
No, we'll let you come back.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's not good. Entered. You're right. Error occurred way under in this line. So what's wrong there? Next int. See, yeah. This got to be next line. Oh, that's nice, Doug. Okay, let's try E again. And then A, B, C. Now that's never happened before. I did that earlier.
Mine's working with ABC, but I haven't changed it yet.
Yeah, why is some people's working? And what did we change here that would change that?
Originally, it was just user.con.next.
You have conduct. Oh, look at it. I got 0, 0 there. That's not good. You're using just conduct next.
Yeah, and that works.
It worked. I just had it in there. And come on. Okay, well, so that, do you still have numbers up here? Row 0. Do you still zero out your row? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's do that. And then Then why though would it come back here, kick it up here and run the menu 3 times?
That's not happening for mine.
Huh?
That isn't happening in mine.
Wow. Okay. So if I do an E again, A, B, C, I'm still crashing. What did I change that is causing that? Oh,
Yeah, I removed a break and it stopped crashing.
so you guys might have to, okay. But see, it skips that. Okay. So if I do that, I need to return that. Okay, well, that's something you guys can work on. It's working. So, but just the idea that it brings up the menu twice or whatever. All right. So if you, if the user currently, this is a beta test, yeah. So if they do it right, if they type in an E and they do 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, or 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, works fine. Okay. So that's what we care about right now. We do have a problem in our error checking somewhere. We know that. We're going to run up to the top, drop into our enter here. And now that is in the user matrix. And so now we are going to have a void and it's just going to say sort. What do I want to call call it? Sort matrix. How's that? That sounds good. And I have to send down the user matrix. So if I send that down, I'll be outside of this one. And this is going to be a void and sort user, or just, did I just make it sort matrix? All right, so it'll be private, static, void, sort matrix, and we'll call it int matrix is what we're catching down here. Oops. Just do it. That should be good. All right, so we sent the argument down into this parameter here. So now we have a matrix there. And let's see if I still have the for loop here. I do. But it's not going to be exactly right. So if I got foreign column kind of length, that's right. This one here, the column one will be, and on this algorithm for this method, I would never expect you to memorize this per se. Okay, I would just say, go find the algorithm. Okay, you should try and understand it, but it's kind of convoluted. So I just happen to know what it is. So first thing we do is this. We establish the lowest number in the row. And then we int min index and set that to the column. And then inside my inner one, I'm going to have another loop. And it's going to be called int index 2, let's call it. And it's going to start out at the column +1. And then it will be index 2 is less than the matrix of the column. So we can put row here. Oops. Dot length. And then I believe it's just index 2. It is index 2 plus plus. So now we're in the third loop inside. Crazy, huh? And then we can say if the lowest is greater than the matrix, row index 2, then what we want to do is the lowest will become the matrix row index 2. Oops. And the minimum index then becomes index 2. Okay, so we do that. Now coming back out of the for statement, let's see, this is I'm inside then I would be outside if min index is not equal to the column then what I want to do here is do the matrix row minimum index is assigned the value of the matrix row column. And finally, matrix row column becomes the lowest. And that finishes the sort. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, let's see where I'm missing something here. That's that one. I think I need another one here. That's that one. That's that one. And that's my main one. All right. So that works. So now once I get outside of this for loop here, we can print out our and once again, we're just going to paste the 4 next loops in like that. In fact, we can get rid of that and just go up above here. Copy that. Drop down. Oh, I guess I could have left the, hang on. Get rid of this part only. None pasted in. There we go. Line, doom, doom. Interesting. So like I said, I would never test you to, I mean, this would be something if you sorted something like this all the time, you could memorize it and probably understand it a little more. Or you can take a piece of paper and work through it to see what's happening. Okay. So let's see if this in fact does sort. I've been pretty lucky once I've gotten rid of some typos. Okay, so if I do 3, easy for testing, right? There you go. Here's what I entered, it says, enter it. Here's what I entered, and here it is sorted. So it looks like it works. I'll try it again. So if I enter my matrix, I'll put 4, 3, 7, 7, 5, 8, 9, 4, 1. 3, 4, 7, 5, 7, 8, 149. So it looks like it's working good.
Can you show the bottom again?
Yep. And all I did is I copied that from right here. We actually could have had another method just called something like display and just send it down for both of these. You understand what I'm saying on that? Instead of having the same code, because basically we got the same code twice. So we have duplicate code here, right? So we could have actually just had one piece of code.
For some strange reason, my for loop integer row equals 0 is underlined red. It wants me to change it to a for loop for some odd reason, but it's already a for loop.
Okay. My first thing would be, do you have 3 braces here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and allow you to share, and everybody's going to look at your screen and they're going to find your error. So go ahead and share it. All right. First thing is put your mouse over it. Whoop. So we can see what the error is. Whoop, go up. No, put your mouth over it again. Your mouse, not your mouth. It was already defined in the method sort matrix. Okay. So you already, it's saying that you already have row. So it's picking it up from right here. And you're supposed to be outside. Click on, yeah, go down, go up. Right above, no, go down. Go down right above system, line number 130. Highlight that brace. Okay, see where it matches. Ah, so you're missing a brace somewhere. Okay. So that one goes with that one. This one goes, click on that one with that one. That one and that one go together. Okay. Put another brace after 130. And then does that fix it? Hang on. Let's see what you got. You're jumping around and I can't tell what you're doing. Go on up. Stop. No, you got to get where we're working on. Go down a little more. Okay, now enough. No, go up. Click on the for loop. The 4-row one up above, up above. The brace right there. Where's it matching to? Okay. Then go down. And then what is this brace? No, one more down. Let's see, that goes with that. So your indentation is bad here. So indent that for loop underneath that one. Yep. All that. Yep. Indent it. Okay. So that goes with that. Then coming out of that would be, so, and then move all that stuff over to the left, 1 tab. Highlight that. Nope, to the left. Now you got to move it 2. To the left. You can do that all in once. Highlight all that below it. Highlight it all. Okay, right up above, right next to the red dot, in the middle of the up in the middle. Highlight all that. No, you got to have it all highlighted first. No, that's good enough. See the red dot in the middle of the screen at the top? The indentation is just to the left of that. So click the one, that one. Okay, well, now you're too far. Click the other one. There you go. Now move your system out there. Okay, so that goes. Now you need to, the inner loop has to be inset. So you go, that's your outer. Nope, there you go. Now move the system out. Yeah, that's fine right where it is. Okay, so now, so that goes with that loop. Go down one. That is the sort matrix there. So now you got to, just get rid of that. All right, now try it. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Doug, could I see case E?
Yep, I'm working on it here. Where's it at? 3-road sort. Okay. So now we're ready for testing, I think. So all we're going to do here is copy these two, Control C it, and paste them in here. And this is just going to change to set COMP for computer matrix. Like that. Once you have that set computer matrix, we're going to go down here to our set user matrix, and we're going to steal all of it. Take it all the way down to there. Control C that. Go down below our sort matrix, hit enter, paste it in here. We're going to change user here to comp. Change user here to comp. Then we are going to change this to read we'll just say D by D matrix. And then it'll be blah, blah, it's a printf. So then we can just get rid of everything up to here. You might want to put that comma on the line above. Goes right here. Okay. And then there won't be any errors, so we don't need that. Whoops. Yeah, let's see here. We don't need this, yeah. Okay. Change this to this. And I think that'll work now. So let's try it. Oh, I didn't put the random in. Jeez. We got to put our random in. So right up here, let's go ahead and we'll do random. RDM is equal to a new random. And then we'll come down here. And this will be RDM. So just change the, put this line in and change the user con here to RDM. Now we should be able to run that and type T for test. Ooh, what did I put in that was not good? And it still sorted them. Or did it? Yeah, I think it did. What did I do there? Oh, I know. I didn't put a number in there. So we need a random to 10. That's crazy. Okay, now a T. Much better. And here it is sorted. Do it again. There you go. There's our test, works well. And what's cool about the testing one, watch this. I can make it 20 by 20. And hit T. And here's your numbers it generated, 400 numbers, and they're all sorted down here. And you could even do, you could put a number in here up to, you know, if you wanted 1 to or 0 to 99, just make that 100, it would work fine. Okay, I'll move this back to 3 and 3 here. And that's what's nice about using these and these here, instead of using variables instead of hard coding. Okay. So then all I have to do is change the size of the array and the program works great. So the only thing that I think maybe you'll take a look at this week is fixing the error check. So it only, you know, does it one time, wherever that's at. I forget where it is. It's up here in the, here, in this while loop. See if we can figure out why it's doing it multiple times after it's out of there. Is what's the, it's like it's not completely clearing the memory, so that when it comes out of here, it kicks the menu again. I don't know. All right, that's my song and dance.
Real quick, could you scroll back up to the case statements?
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that I got everything there.
there you go. The one for the test, the only thing we did here is change this right there. It's the same as the one in the E, except it sends it down to the comp one.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
My user matrix variable is not being accepted.
Up here? Did
Oh,
you
I
do?
misspelled it.
Aha. Anybody else? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording.